Hello, YouTube. This week it's Thanksgiving, so I wanted to take a few seconds to say thank you for watching and hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. If you're watching this after Thanksgiving or at any other part in the year, hope you had a nice Thanksgiving and are having a good year. It's coming to an end. It's usually a part of the year where we spend time with our families, so I hope you guys all get to do that and enjoy that and have a wonderful into the year of 2021. So appreciate it, and appreciate all the views and comments and subscribes, and if you like the videos, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you don't have to. That's your decision. So today going to be a video of the John Deere. So what I'm going to do is got oil change. First oil change that I'm doing it. I went to Deere yesterday and got the filter, as you can see there, and the oil. So yeah, I'm going to take you along. I don't think it'll be too hard to do. I haven't looked at anything yet, so gonna open up the hood here. Maybe. Where are you at? There. Yep, almost had it. This thing. There. Boom. A little dust in there. I might need to wash that out. Anyway, let's see how many hours I've got on it. Got over 100 slightly. Got 106.4 hours on it. And I honestly looked at the manual, and I didn't see the first oil change. Granted, it's been a while, but I don't think it was any earlier than 100, and it may not be till 200. I don't know. Could be wrong. But either way, I'm going to change it at 100. It's been about a year since I got it, so I don't want to go any longer than that with oil, especially for as hard as I've used it since I've had it. It hasn't been terribly hard, but I like to keep the fluids pretty fresh in my machine. So there we go. There's the oil fill. So I'll take that off. Where's the dipstick? Is it on the other side? La 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 la. Good night. There's the dipstick right there. There's the oil filter, I assume. Make sure these numbers. It's the same filter that I've got, but I told they looked up my model of the tractor. It's the place I bought it, so I'm using the filter and the oil that they gave me. I honestly had not looked at the part numbers or anything prior to going in there, so I've been pretty busy lately. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna find the oil plug. Again, I haven't looked at any of this stuff yet, but oh boy, if I was a betting man, I would bet that's the oil plug, drain plug. You see right there's the engine oil pan. Let me get a better view. So if you come from the tractor under the tractor there, you can see, there's the oil plug, pan, there's a drive shaft, yada, yada, yada. And I changed the hydraulic oil, which that filter's right there. I changed that a while back, and it looks like I've got a little oil there. I've had kind of this mystery leak and it's only there, like it doesn't show up all the time. Since I got the tractor, I've had it into John Deere a few times, and of course they see the oil on there, but they clean it off and they can't get it to leak. So it's not bad. I'm not losing any fluid other than just a slight drip here and there, I guess. Maybe not even drip, but enough to collect dust on it that you can tell. So I keep an eye on the fluid level. I'm not worried about it. It's on John Deere's radar, so I called them and told them about it again. So it is what it is. I'm not super worried about it. Been there, so don't know what it is. They couldn't figure out what it was. So anyway, enough of me talking. I'm gonna try to find my camera mount and get started. So I'm gonna drain the oil, take the oil filter off, put the new oil in. It's pretty basic. Okay, got my oil bucket here. Not gonna lie, hardest thing I've had to do today is try to find a mounting place for this camera. So I'm just gonna show you bits and pieces of it. Okay, so that's a 17 millimeter, I believe. It's the best fit that I have found so far. And got that there. So I'm gonna turn off the camera and you'll see it draining. Well, that was fast. I got the plug out. It was pretty tough to, it was pretty snug. So I took it out. It's only about 3/4 of, holds somewhere 3/4 or less, because that's all they gave me. So it drained pretty quick, but that's the oil. I'm gonna let it drain a little bit more before I put the plug back in and start filling it. But while that's doing its thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that up and just kind of release the pressure. I'm gonna see if I can get this off by hand. Probably gonna be kind of tough, so I'm gonna turn the camera off again, but next step's to take the oil filter off. Boom. There's the drain plug, clean it up a little bit. All looks well, still got my washer. So I'm gonna get under here and put it back in. Oh, I've got the oil filter loose. I just need to move my oil dump over there in case it leaks out. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and put the drain plug back in and go get a paper towel and wipe it off, and then I will take the oil filter off. Okay, time to take the oil filter off. It looks like it's close enough. So like I said, I got it loose, just gotta unscrew it. And there it is. There's the old. There. There's the new. It's actually a slight difference. Is that because it's actually got a different number on it. I don't know. And it looks different. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna work because I went to John Deere and they gave it to me. So it's I mean, very small differences. So we'll see. I'm gonna put a little, so I can just take this oil here, rub it around the top of this. A little more. And I'm gonna turn the camera off to put it on because I need to wipe stuff down, but I like to put a little oil on the ring there to kind of make it seal well. All right, oil filter's on. All righty. go ahead and clean my dipstick off and put it back in, and then I'll start to fill the oil. Okay, I've got the oil cap off. Came off the top of the engine right there. Got kind of an issue. My oil fill hoot is my bobber is not long enough. Oh, maybe that may work. So beware if you're doing this at home. Make sure you get one with a long funnel on it, because if you don't take this stuff off, it's pretty tough to get a short funnel oil funnel in there. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. So I'm gonna need my hands. But yeah, that's where you fill it. So I will try to set the camera up and see if I can get that. All right, so got that. I'm gonna put a cord in and see how things go. So I don't have that filter, that filler funnel's not gonna work. So, all right, back with an update. It wasn't gonna work pouring in there because I'd have to spill it, because I'd have to pour some from so high up, and it's right under this air pipe here. So had to do a little engineering, backyard engineering. So I took my oil funnel, oh, you can't see it now, here, oil funnel, put a metal pipe on the end. That ought to get me down there to where it will drain into the tractor when I fill it. And got a little ring here. I'm gonna take that out so I don't knock it out with the pipe on accident. Put the ring back on the cap, and I'm gonna start filling. So the way I look at it is they gave me 3 quarts, so it's got to be somewhere between 2 and 3 quarts. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 quarts in it, and then check the dipstick to see where it's at. Okay, so put 2 quarts in. It's it's on the dipstick between the bars. It's maybe 1/3 of the way up, 1/4 to 1/3 of the way up to where it needs to be, it looks like. So I'm gonna put another 1/2 quart in and kind of see how things go. Yeah, that was about 1/3 a quart, so we'll see where that leaves us. Let it drain down for a second. So it's drained down a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, so this, there's the cap and that ring I put back on it. So I'm done filling. Whoop, oh no. Put the cap back on. I tell you, they don't make it super easy to do this with one hand. I mean, I'm not even getting the recording, so I'm gonna stop. Okay, so new filter. That's where 3 quarts, focus, lands on the dipstick. And ultimately, I haven't started it yet, so the oil filter's not full of oil. So, you know, with this only holding 3 quarts, I think it actually holds right under 3 quarts. I think maybe 2, I don't know. Look at your manual. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I just know how to change the oil, I think, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna start it here in a little bit, and I'll do a quick check on the dipstick again to see where the oil ultimately ends up. But yeah, that's the quick and dirty of the oil change on the 2025R. Here's the oil. So there was a little bit of oil in there before, but not much. That's basically all of it. I looked a little bit and I didn't see any shavings. It's pretty dark, but any oil gets dark after you use it. I mean, it's got 100 hours, 106 hours on it. And the oil's a little darker than a typical like car oil anyway, I've noticed, with being the higher weight. So anyway, the oil looks pretty good, I think. We'll start her up here in a little bit and I'll finish out the video with that. All right, I ran the tractor for a couple minutes. All right, so let's see where the oil stands. Ooh, there it is. It's down a little bit from what it was before, I believe, before I ran it. So clearly that oil filter holds a little oil. But yeah, that's the video. Appreciate y'all. Have a good Thanksgiving. And one last thing. So here is the contraption that I made. Basically just put the funnel in a metal pipe and duct taped it to it. Worked real nice. So where there's a will, there's a way. Peace.